One of the things I so appreciate about my life and the momentary struggles is the temporary nature of those things. And we often get hooked by it and it can feel overwhelming. But it's good to remind ourselves that this is a temporary challenge, that it will pass. And particularly on those really bad days. I've been transparent about the fact that I'm going through divorce right now, and there's been a lot of uncertainty in my life, and I've had some really shitty days of overwhelming fear and doubt and like, what am I doing and how am I navigating this? Am I doing the right thing? And am I honoring everyone in the process? And I've had some days where I've literally been down on the floor weeping. I've been so fortunate to be surrounded by people that love me so much and will help lift me up. But there's work for me to do in those dark, dark moments. And I'm growing a lot through it. But it's been awful. I mean, there have been some really awful days. But you know what? When I look back on those days, I realize I've survived all of those days. There is a temporary nature in those days. Right on the heels of that was something that gave me a lift, something that reminded me of who I am and how strong I am. So I wanted to remind you today, being at work listeners, that so far you have survived 100% of your worst days and 100% of your worst moments. You are doing great. And I know that whatever pops up for you today, you are up for it because of your track record. So pat yourself on the back and remind yourself of how great you're doing, navigating it all, preparing yourself for what's to come. Like life is going to give you some shit. And I know that you're up for it because you have survived 100% of the shittiness so far. What a great attitude with which to take care of yourself and ultimately each other.